Namaste, beautiful souls. Today's class is going to be all about grounding down into the roots, into the earth, with the intention that by the end of the class you should feel a sense of calm. Now, that's not to say that this still won't be a strong class, because it will be, but it's going to be a bit of a slow flow, really all about feeling into the body and feeling into the earth. Are you ready? I'll meet you on the mat. So today we're actually going to start in child's pose. So you can come down onto your knees on the mat, toes together, knees as wide as the mat to create space for the body. And from here, keeping your hips heavy, walk your hands forward to come and rest your forehead on the mat. Maybe turn the palms to face one another to relax the shoulders. Let the hips be heavy, the pelvis widen, and the back to release, and the mind to drop into the present moment. Gently dip the chin and lengthen the back of the neck. And as you inhale, notice your rib cage rise to the sky. And as you exhale, notice how there's a little bit of a baby back bend happening as your belly sinks towards the mat a little more. Inhale, expanding, puffing up, reaching the back towards the sky. And exhaling, allowing everything to get a little bit heavier. Continue to slow down the breath, sending it to every nook and cranny of the body as you inhale. And letting it cleanse you and move out through the nose on the exhale. One more breath here. Now plant your palms onto the mat and walk your hands back in towards your body, lifting the torso up halfway and then grounding down through the left hip, the left foot. Walk your hands over to the right, crossing your left hand on top of your right, dropping the forehead back towards the mat, pressing the left hand away from the left hip. Side body stretch. Maybe come to bring the forehead to the mat. And switching sides over to the other side. Now press down through the right hip. Reach the right arm as far away from the hip as you can. Right hand over left, side body stretch, and then maybe bring the right forehead to the mat. Creating a lot of length in the right side body. Inhale, walk back to center, come into tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, drop the belly, slide the heart space forward between the biceps, chin comes parallel to the mat. Exhale, rounding through the tailbone, press the shoulder blades up to the sky, chin to chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, tailbone lifts high to the sky, shoulders relax. Exhale, round through the tailbone, press through the tops of the feet. Look at the belly button. Inhale, cow pose, arching the back. Engage the core, press to the tops of the feet. Exhale, round the back, engage the inner Halloween cat. And then from here, coming back to center, coming back to neutral, maybe take your hands a little bit farther forward so that as you ripple the hips towards the ground, the heart space lifts up. And exhale, rounding through the back. Press the hips almost all the way back to child's pose. Inhale, rippling forward like a wave. Drop the hips. Heart space moves forward and up. And exhale, rounding the back, coming into almost child's pose. Do this on your count at your pace. Spread the fingers wide. Shoulders relax down the spine. Imagine that you are a wave in the ocean. Rippling cat-cow. Feeling every inch of the spine. 2 more. Last one. Coming back into tabletop. Flip the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. You can start here with your knees deeply bent, shoulders relaxed down the spine, armpits turn in towards the face. Spread the fingers wide, press through the base of each knuckle. Heart space melts towards the thighs. And from here, maybe straighten one leg and then the other. Pedaling through the feet, stretching the hamstrings. Shake the head no, release the spine, release the neck. Relax the traps away from the ears, create some space in the shoulders. That might mean you take your hands a little bit wider to the left and the right. And come to stillness, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg yawns to the sky. Exhale, step or carry the foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Squeeze the thighs towards each other energetically. Press to the top of the left foot. And make sure that you are not directly on top of your knee here. That's kind of uncomfortable. Make sure you're on the space just above the knee cap. So you're not putting too much pressure onto the kneecap itself. Square the hips forward, so press the right hip back, left hip presses forward. Shoulders relax, palms facing each other. Now take the right hand back down the left thigh, reach up and over with the left arm twist. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, plant the left hand down now. Flip the left toes up, or under, flip the left toes under, lift the left knee, reach the right arm up to the sky. Easy twist. Press the left heel away from you. Inhale, grow longer along the spine, and exhale, see if you can twist a little bit more through the abdomen. Good. Now reach up and overhead, a lot of length. Plant the palms, step it back. Plank. Press the heels away from you. Shoulders over the wrists, fingers spread wide, navel sucks up towards the spine. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the belly to the mat. Press through the tops of the feet. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, release. Bring the elbows onto the mat directly underneath the shoulders now. Press the forearms and the hands into the mat. Press through the tops of the feet. Engage the legs so the kneecaps lift off the ground. Press the hip points into the mat and lengthen the shoulders away from the hips. Dip the chin ever so slightly. Lengthen the back of the neck. See if you can create space in the lower back. Sphinx pose. Great, now release the hands. Flip the toes under, press it into tabletop, followed by downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg yawns to the sky. Exhale, step it or carry it between the hands. Drop the right knee down this time. Inhale, low lunge. Getting into the hip flexors. Press through the top of that right foot. Squeeze the thighs towards each other. Press through all four corners of the left foot. Lift the crown of the head tall. Relax the shoulders. Palms face each other. Fingers energetic. Focus in this class on finding a lot of length in the breath. Use your Ujjayi breathing to listen to the breath as it enters and exits the body by constricting the back of the throat as you breathe. Make your breath sound like the ocean. And really focus on slowing it down to become present, even through the struggles. Take the left hand down the right thigh now. Reach up and over with the right hand. Twist. And plant the right hand down onto the mat. Flip the right toes under. Lift the knee. Left arm reaches to the sky. Easy twist. Enjoy the stretch. Press the right heel away from you. Squeeze the left knee in towards the midline. Reach up and overhead. And plant the palms. Step it back. Plank. Good strong plank. Hip points yearn towards the face. Heels lengthen away from you. Heart space moves between the biceps. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the belly to the mat. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, release. Press it back to tabletop, followed by downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Enjoying feeling into the body today. We're really taking the time to notice how the body moves, how the body feels. Where does it feel juicy? Where does it feel stiff or tight or stagnant? And where does it feel full of energy and ready to go? Shake the head again, yes and no. Take the left hand to the center of the mat. Right hand reaches towards the left ankle. Look under the left arm. Switching sides, right hand moves to the center of the mat. Left hand reaches towards the right ankle. Look under the right arm. Twist. Back to center, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, rock forward to plank. Squeeze the knee between the elbows. Step it down, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Squeeze it between the elbows, rock forward to plank. Step it down. We'll do 10 of these, alternating three-legged dog to knee in. So right leg, 1. Left leg, 2. Create space between the ears and the shoulders, 3. 4, navel super tight. 5, kick the heel to the sky. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the left heel down. Windmill the arms up. Warrior 2. Check your alignment. Left heel just slightly past the left toes. Press through the outer edge of the left foot. Right knee directly on top of right ankle to create a strong 90-degree angle. If possible, otherwise it can be behind the ankle. Hips sink down, heart space and crown lift up. Shoulders relaxed, fingers energetic. A lot of opposing dynamic movement here, even in the stillness of the pose. Feel the strength of the legs, the solidity of the legs beneath you, creating a strong foundation. Right elbow to right knee, reach up and over with the left arm, extended side angle. You can also take the right hand down to the mat or to a block. Left palm facing down, pinky leading, shoulder relaxed. Excellent. Plant the palms, step it back, plank. This time chaturanga to upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the right heel down now, windmill the arms up. Warrior two, second side. Look over your left hand, just the one, unless you have two left hands, in which case I'm intrigued. Press through the outer edge of the right foot, sink the hips, lift the heart, shoulders squeeze together, but relax down the spine. Core lengthens the back by engaging in the front. 90-degree angle in the left leg. Smile. Remember how strong you are. Left elbow to left knee, side angle, either reaching the hand up towards the sky or reach up and overhead, long line of energy from the right outer edge of the foot to the right fingertips. Maybe drop the left hand down to the mat. Shoulder relaxed. And plant the palms, step it back, plank, Vinyasa, to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks to the sky. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, drop the left heel down, windmill the arms up, warrior two once again. Give me your best warrior two pose. Sink a little deeper in the front leg. Lift a little taller through the crown of the head. Maybe smile. Smiling makes everything better. And from here, straighten through the right leg, turn the toes towards the left, rebend, come into a side lunge, and press back up 10 times. 1, booty goes back. 2, most of the weight's in the right leg. 3, press through the right heel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come into a side lunge, stay low in your side lunge, and we'll just pulse here 10 times. 1, 2, couple inches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the hands to the mat, lift the left toes up, come into your martial arts stretch, your skandasana, side lunge stretch. Flex the left toe towards the face, press the right shoulder, right elbow into the right knee, opening the groin. And coming back to the front of the mat, plank, Vinyasa of your choice, to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg kicks to the sky. Exhale, step it through, drop the right heel down, warrior two. Smile for your strength, for your abilities, for your body and your breath. Remembering to focus on the Ujjayi breathing, the ocean sounding breath, constriction in the back of the throat. Really trying to slow it down and become present, even in the moments of struggle. Bend deeper in the left leg, grow taller through the crown of the head, press to the outer edge of that right foot, lengthen the stance. And straighten the left leg. Turn the toes in towards the right side of the room now. Rebend, side lunge, press back up. 10 times. 1, weight in the left heel. 2, core tight, booty goes back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, heart lifts. 9, 10, stay low in the lunge, and now pulse, pressing through the heel 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the hands to the mat, lift the right toes up now. Skandasana, other side. Flex the right foot towards your face. Press the left shoulder, elbow into the left leg to stretch in the inner thighs. Now walk the hands back to the front, plank. Yogi's choice of vinyasa, chaturanga to up dog, or cobra to down dog. Pedal through the legs. Inhale, right leg lifts. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lift the knee high. Do your best to square the shoulders towards the front of the mat, opening through the thighs. And you can either stay here or drop the right foot behind you, flip the hips, lift the heart, wild thing. And coming back, three-legged dog. Drop the right foot down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Open the hips, bend the knee. Lift the knee high. Square the shoulders towards the front of the room. Either stay here or drop the left foot behind. Flip the hips, wild thing. Press the space between the shoulder blades up towards the sky. And coming back, three-legged dog, step it down. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, lift the hips high. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands to the sky. And exhale, chair. Feet hip distance apart. Hips sink back like you're trying to sit into a chair. Hands forward for balance. From here, lift the heels off the ground and release back down, staying low in your chair. 1, 2, core tight. 3, heart space lifts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release, press through the heels, come on up to standing, shake it out. Now take your legs wide, setting up for plie, except we're not stepping to the side now, we're still facing the front of the room. So feet go at a diagonal, knees follow in line, in the same direction as the toes, knees over ankles. Lift the heart, sink the hips, so booty doesn't go back this way. Booty goes as straight down as it can go, so that might mean that you're higher in your plie, no worries. Sink as low as you can while still keeping your alignment. Press the knees out. This is the most important part. Keep pressing the knees out, don't let them cave in. Okay, lift the heart high. Again, you can have your hands in front of you for balance or maybe on your hips. And we'll plie, walk, little bitty baby steps to the back of the mat. Imagine you're a duck, and then plie, walk to the front. Stay low, press the knees out, weight in the heels, outer edge of the feet, and walk back. You can speed it up a little bit now. and walk forward. Sink a little bit deeper if you can. And walk back. And laugh about it because we all look so silly right now. That's okay, it's just yoga. We can be silly. Silly and laughter makes everything better. All right, back of the mat. Sink lower, sink lower. I know you're trying to get out of it now. And to the front. Okay, come on up. Take a plie to the wide angle of the mat now. Thought you were done, and you were not. Take your legs in a little bit more narrow of a plie. Lift the heels and release. Lift and release. Lift, 3, 4, press the knees out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And press it up. Turn the toes parallel to each other. Inhale, grow tall along the spine. And exhale, keep that flat back. Micro bend in the knees, forward fold. Walk your hands over to the right ankle. And over to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, engage the core, half lift. Exhale here. Dip the chin. Inhale. And then bring the knees to the mat as wide as they'll go. Arch edge of the feet on the mat. Calves parallel to each other. You can roll the mat up under here to protect the knees. And then bring the forearms to the mat, maybe frog pose. Hips in line with the knees, calves pressing into the mat. Allow gravity to take over. Coming back to our long, slow, ocean-sounding breath. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, walk it back in. Bring the toes together. Knees still wide apart, child's pose. Just for a breath, and then walk the hands in. Come back to tabletop. Facing the front of the mat, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees, lift the hips high. Exhale, hop your feet to the outside of your hands. Drop the hips, yogic squat. Hands to prayer, elbows gently press into the knees. Hips heavy, gently dip the chin, lift the crown of the head. Take your hands to the mat. Step the left foot back now. Right foot stays forward. Lizard lunge. Keeping the left knee up. And step it back to the front. Yogic squat. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right leg back. Lizard lunge. Knee still up. Don't worry, we'll drop the knee in a second. Finding a lot of length from the right heel to the crown of the head. And step it back to the front, yogic squat. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left leg back this time. Now drop the left knee down. And you can scooch the left leg even farther away from you, getting into a deeper stretch. And yogi's choice, staying up on the hands. Or maybe come down onto the forearms. Squeeze the knee into the shoulder. And if it's in your practice, you can scooch the left knee even farther back, walk the right foot forward, and come into splits. Only if this is something you're practicing. You can always also grab a block, stick it under your right leg. That would definitely help. Wherever you're at, enjoy the stretch. Noticing all of the points that are pressing into the mat, pressing into the ground, supporting you and your practice today and every day. Walking it back in. If you're in splits, you can walk your right foot back towards you. If you were just in lizard, you can walk your left knee in a little bit, flip the left toes under, step it forward, inhale, yogic squat. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right knee back this time, right knee to the mat. And your version of lizard, you can stay up on your hands, keeping the stretch nice and high, which also feels amazing. Just keep a flat back. No rounding in the back. Or you can move that right knee a little bit farther away, bring the forearms onto the mat. Squeeze the left knee in towards the shoulder. Or if it's in your practice, straighten that left leg, scooch that right knee back farther away from you, and come into your version of splits. Wherever feels good for you, wherever you want to be right now, based on your flexibility, your anatomy, your mood. Take a few deep ujjayi breaths in your stretch. Inhale, walk the hands back in. If you were in on your forearms, make your way to yogic squat at the front of the mat, hands to prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, come on to the knees now. Toes flipped under, walk your torso up to come and sit on your heels with the toes flipped under. So this is going to be a quite intense and much needed bottom of the foot stretch. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Very, very gently, ever so slightly, lift the buttocks off of the heels. So you could slide a paper in between your seat and your heels so that we're not dumping the body and we are engaging the torso. Come back to the breath. Focus on slowing down and being present even in the moments of struggle. Because it's in the moments of struggle that we most need to be present. Notice how in those moments when you want to leave a situation, what kind of narrative shows up in your mind. There's no judgment, no right or wrong, there's observation. Observe the voice in your head when you are in a situation or a position that you don't want to be in. What do you say? What do you think? Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you fearful? The more that we bring attention to that narrative, the more we can begin to rewrite it. Have you had enough? Walk your hands forward, flip the toes the other way now. Take a second to stretch. You can sit on your heels once again, but with the feet the other way this time. And now come to sit between the heels, knees emanating directly from the hips. Make sure that you're not rounding in the lower back. If you are, maybe sit on a block or a cushion. And then walk the elbows down to the mat maybe. Lengthen the tailbone towards the knees. Stretching along the quads. Reclined hero's pose. Coming back up, just a brief stretch. Come into tabletop. Take the right leg forward into pigeon. Scooching that left leg back, square the hips. Inhale, grow taller along the spine. Press to the top of the left foot. And you can stay up here if that's enough of a stretch for you, or begin to walk your hands forward. Bringing your forearms to the mat maybe. Keeping that left hip down, right hip pressed back. Beginning to send the breath into the places where you feel sensation. Again, seeing if you can be present to the narrative occurring in your mind. See if you can observe your thoughts and then allow them to go their merry way so that you can enjoy this present moment in this stretch. Maybe imagine your thoughts like clouds across a blue sky, moving in the wind, blotting out the sun for a moment perhaps, but then moving on. The sky playing out on the back of your eyelids. Walk the hands in, come into tabletop again, and bring the left leg forward this time into pigeon, other side. Press through the top of the right foot, square the hips, grow taller along the spine, and if you'd like, you can walk your hands forward to come into a deeper pigeon. Press the right hip down, left hip back. Breathe into the spaces where you feel sensation and allow the cloud thoughts of the mind to move beyond the sun on the backs of your eyes. Inhale, coming back up. Swing the right leg in front of you. Take your hands behind you. Drop the knees to the left and to the right. Windshield wipering the legs. Coming back to center, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Inhale, grow tall along the spine. Engage the core. And exhale, hinging from the hips. Knees gently pressed by the elbows, cobbler's pose. Come back up, straighten the legs, take a wide-legged pose, ground down through the hips, walk the hands forward, flex the feet, wide-legged forward fold. Taking your hands over to the right foot now, or right calf, right knee, ground down through the left foot, flex the left foot. Other side, press down through the right heel, flex the left foot towards the face, and stretch over the left leg. Coming back up, bring the legs together now. And slowly roll down onto your back. Right knee into the chest, left leg long, supine twist. Other side, supine twist. Straighten the right leg. Shoulders on the mat. Moving back through center, you can take the legs long in shavasana or bring the soles of the feet together once again. Glide the shoulder blades underneath the heart space. Back of the hands fall to the ground beside the mat. You can release the Ujjayi breath if you are continuing it and allow the breath to come back to its normal rhythm. Allowing it to be just as it is. And allowing your body and your mind to be just as they are. Perfect and imperfect. Magnificent and flawed. Human in every way. And stay here in your shavasana, feeling the pressure of the earth beneath you and the support of your yoga mat for as long as you're able. I hope your body feels as good as mine. I'll see you next time. Namaste.